everyone, and welcome back to another film of Farming Simulator 15 Gold Edition with me, Blue Star. How's everyone doing today? I literally just got finished right here on my great big field, seven and a half, seven new style, however we're gonna call this field here. Um, I just got finished getting the corn off of it. Actually, that's what this guy should be doing right here is, transporting it back. Going and offloading the last bit of corn here. Let's take a quick look right here. This is our finances, how we've been doing. Looks like it's going to rain in one day, or actually is that snow? So that won't hurt our crops too bad. It does. I've been told it has a slight effect to it. I'm not 100% in details, but we'll see. Our news for brief time: vegetable warehouse is ready to pay considerable high price for potatoes. We still can't grow potatoes, so there's no news there. Looking at our stocks, got a lot of wheat, a lot of canola. We ever get a great demand for those, but our barley and our corn are still low. So that's what we need to be working on. So let's get to work here. Let's put barley back on this field here. He's set up. Let's just hire him. Off to work he goes. This is our brand new field 13 we bought the last part of our last episode we did. Let's go ahead. Okay, he is set to plant corn. We'll hire him. That's one of the cool things. Some of these new fields you get are already, plowed and cultivated for you. They're just ready to be seeded. There goes the corn. And this guy's already pretty set up here to, start cultivating this field out. Hire that worker. And there he goes. Let's see. These guys are already still full max fed. Can't do nothing with them. Okay, let's speed you up. Because right now you got two seeders working and you're going to be my only fertilizing tractor as soon as I get this offloaded. Still, as you can see in the upper right corner up there, guys, we still got a positive $270,000. So we still got a little bit we can do. I know that isn't quite enough to get us into the potato or sugar beet harvesting quite yet. But it's pretty close. Go ahead and finish driving in there. Thank you. Right over here. Just remind me I hadn't checked the bulletin board in a while. Do 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 do. And dehydration and double breakdown. Nah. Most of our equipment's kind of busy right now. I don't even think I have a free tractor right this second, do I? You're working, you're working, you're working, you're working. So no, I don't actually even have a free tractor at this moment. All of our equipment is currently, at least tractor-wise, is currently being used. Yeah, I know it'll continue working while we're looking at the shop here, I think. So let's look at what it would take to get into potato harvesting. Yeah, that's what I thought. The main harvester himself is $479,000. This guy will actually harvest it, but I think you have to double pass it. You have to pass it once with this Before potatoes can be harvested, the foliage needs to be cut with a Hommel topper like this one. This harvester digs potatoes out of the ground. Note that the Hommel topper is needed prior to using this machine. See, so you have to run both of these across the field. You know, they're both cheaper than this guy, but you know, 2 different tractors, 2 different trips to get potatoes up with this guy. This one, it is self-propelled harvester, collects potatoes in one go. This guy does it all by itself, and it is self-propelled. So, yeah. I think sugar beet's the same way. Yep. So, 479 for both of them. So that means we need 900,000 credits just to get the harvesters for both. We should already have the sugar beet sower because it's the same as the corn, if I remember correctly. Yes, corn and sugar beet, but this is what we have to get for the potatoes. So just to even plant potatoes, we need another 57,000 plus the ability to buy the harvester. So in short, we're going to need at least 500K just to get that started. Wow, come on. I guess it actually didn't continue moving while I was in there. I know one of them does. It's my finances that I can do that. If you listen in the background when I quit talking here in a second, you can actually hear the tractor still working. It's finances you can look at, and the game will continue in the background if you got a hired hand going. You know, we're doing okay. Looks like for the day we're spending more than we've made, but we hadn't really done anything to make any of this. Harvest incomes are biogas guy turning in. See, the day before is when we had that great demand for the corn we had and all the barley. You can see a huge profit on that day. I do have a couple, if I remember right. That's why I just came over here. Yes, we do. Got a couple of beehives right here. Ooh. I didn't realize they didn't build level. Because the hill. See, so it put a little concrete platform under it to level it. Oh well. That's our beehive houses. Got a couple of those. If I remember correctly, they're making us $30 an hour. So literally, if I just, you know, maxed out time, went to bed, walked away from the screen, every game hour that ticks by, these 2 buildings here is producing $30 an hour. Unfortunately, with all of our farm equipment, I don't think that'll cover the maintenance of the farm equipment per day. So that is something, and I'll actually bring that up. I've thought about it, and I've actually tested it. I never did a recording of it, but I'll go ahead and tell you guys. If you ever really wanted to start one of these games and say, you know, you only had like maybe 30 minutes to an hour to play your very first day, but you don't want to start some of the starter equipment, one of the things you can do is come in the game, harvest whatever fields immediately available. If the game gives you a starter field that's ready to be harvested, go ahead and harvest that real quick. Store those in your grain silos or go sell them, either way, whichever you want to do. And then sell every piece of equipment you got. Drive them all back to the farm store. Sell them real quick, and then you can plop down like a beehive or 2, maybe even, let me go to it, placeables here, maybe even this solar collector right here, because as you see, remember I am playing on hard mode. It pays $95 an hour. You know, and then, you know, just max out the game clock and go to bed, go to work, go to school, whatever you're gonna do. You know, you're gonna be gone for say, 8, maybe 9 hours. You know, if you get it started before you go to school, um, you can plot it. You know, go to bed, wake up in the morning. You know, see how much cash you got. You know, pay off whatever loan you got off of the money you made overnight. Off of, especially if you got like 2 of these buildings here. You know, pay down as much as your loan as you can. That way you're not paying the interest on as much. Go to school, come back, and every how can I explain this? Every what is it? Wow, I'm losing my words. For every minute Earth time, real time, at max speed on the game can equal 2 hours in game. So if you start doing the math, if you're making, say you got 2 of them like I do, you're playing hard mode, $30 every hour in game, and you can go through 2 hours every roughly minute in real time when you max out the speed. That means you're making $60 every minute. 60 times 60 would be, 360. No. Be 3,600. Should be. So that's $3,600 every Earth hour. By the time you figure let's say you're gone for 10, just to make it simple. You add another 0 behind it. That's roughly $36,000, and you didn't do nothing but let your game run. Now, the caveat with that is, like I said, you do need to sell all of your farm equipment. Let me reopen my finances here so I can show you real quick. And it's things like this, it doesn't tell you, it just says other right here is where it would go. This is also, where you pay for your seed and stuff. So right now, my screen's not going to show it. But every, 10 hours of letting the game just run without you, your total here would increase by $36,000, and you hadn't done nothing. But the reason why you got to sell off all your equipment is right here, vehicle running cost. This right here, no matter what, is going to total up because you are running the equipment. The equipment's on the screen. You have to pay that daily maintenance fee. And early game, if you're just running the game and you don't have nothing generating money, or it's off balance, you're actually losing money. So $36,000 could actually get you a couple of pieces of equipment. So it can stack up. But if you actually, instead of getting the bee houses, get the solar plant where it's 95 an hour instead of just 15 for one bee house, it adds up in a hurry. It all depends on the version of the game you play with. This guy is in the way. Whether you're playing, easy, medium, or hard difficulty, or easy, normal, hard, I believe is how it's worded. So each of those do matter and add up. Get over here and get to fertilizing. I'm on the wrong side. Back up here, pick him up. Thank you. Wow, he's making quick work of that other field. He's almost done seeding the whole thing. Okay, max out the speed. Thank you. Okay. This is our barley field here being planted. He's almost done. Looks like one small little pass to come back to finish off. He may or may not turn on this. I may have to help him. I'm probably just going to go ahead and help him anyway, just to get it done. I'll get field number 19 done. See if I can remember how to get through the woods here without hitting a tree. What, maybe 2-3 more passes to finish this one? Same thing on this one, probably, 2 more passes after this one to finish the cultivating. That's what he's doing, he's cultivating. And then we need to do the edge line over there. Yep, same thing with fertilizer. He misses too. Yep, then we gotta fix all the edges on the corn. Seeing the way it leaves those little glitches like that kind of is annoying. The other one did a little bit until we figured out which tractor to pull it with, but yeah, the corn seeder just, it's not the best. For some reason the way it turns or something. Does this thing have a longer neck or something? Different. What makes it turn so different? See if we can get this guy. Oh, no. Unfold. I just remembered. Gotta do this edge line. There we go. Excuse me. Okay. That one's done being cultivated and fertilized. Now we need to fertilize this one. This one. Okay. Now there are two things I can think of we can do to fix the corn seeder right here from doing this. And that's either we need to decrease to the smaller one or increase to the bigger one. Give me a second to finish this field and I'll open up the little, shop and show you the ones I'm referring to. I'm gonna go to the other side of the field and do that. Fertilizer's gonna have to make one small little trip on his way back. Looks like what? Maybe 3 more? Then this will be done seeding. Oops. I'm overcorrecting. What am I doing? Okay, he's not going to auto turn and come back, so we're going to have to go down there and tell him to turn around. Okay, let's run this guy over and start him. Wait a minute, I just realized he's done. Okay, we need to put you on that, fold up the back. Put you to number 8. 5 nearest course, stop at last point. Double check here, do not wait. We'll only wait for 1 second. Okay, now what I was going to show you all the seeders or sowing machines is, as you can see, this very first one, this Pottinger, is only 3 meters wide but can plant corn. That's a potato, that's everything but corn, sugar beet, and potato. That's potato only. Oops, this is the one we have. That's corn and sugar beet. That's the grains. This is corn and sugar beet again. As you can see, this one's 9 meters. And then this guy back here is 3.8 meters wide, but does corn and sugar beet. The difference between the Kirkland here and this one, the Pottinger, is every time the tractor needs to turn around, it'll lift it up so it'll actually do the back turn like the fertilizer's doing. You know, it's fully lifted up on the tractor, so it'll actually back up for its turn, just like the cultivator does. This one and this one, because the wheels and how long they are, they have their own wheels down, so they're more like a trailer in its ability of the how sharp it can turn. This being 6 meters wide, I guess it's the tongue length or something. The tractors cannot turn in sharp enough to stop from leaving that gap. This guy being 9 meters has a little bit longer of a tongue and should be able to handle the turn better. That's just, you know, something about the game. Excuse me. You have to know about and be prepared to handle. So we should have this guy on his way over. This guy is planting corn again. He's done. He's almost done fertilizing this. While I'm thinking about it, I know I mentioned last video that I literally recorded it just before I went in for my sleep study. I've actually done the sleep study. I have not heard back the results yet, guys. I kind of have a feeling, you know, what the doctor's going to say it's going to be. You know, it's something like, you know, that across America they say that there's like 10 million cases of it. But around the globe, you know, there's over 100 million cases of what they call sleep apnea. So I have no doubt the doctor's going to come back and, you know, tell me that, yeah, you have it, and, you know, this is what we're going to try to do to treat and help you with it. The truth is, you know, they've actually got it pretty narrowed down that almost anyone that's, you know, if you're a pretty decent sized large male, you know, some ladies have problems with it themselves, but you have more than a 16-inch neck, they say, the likelihood or the probability of you actually having sleep apnea, it goes way up when you have a bigger, thicker neck. You know, there's other factors involved, you know, your sleep pattern, your work schedules, your you know, overweight, not overweight, blood sugars, exercise level. There's a lot of factors. If you've ever talked to a doctor and really, you know, had a discussion with the medical and how pretty much everything links together, they'll tell you that it all feeds and counterloops over each other. You know, getting proper sleep can affect your energy level versus everything else. So, like I said, I have not actually heard back from the doctor yet with the results from the sleep study. It's just, odds are, you know, it's gonna happen. You know, my father has it. He was positively tested. So it's just a matter of waiting for the phone call. You know, doctor just confirms that, you know, just like my father, I probably more than likely have it too. So me and the doctor will work out a plan, and, you know, we'll try to get some better sleep for me. Speed up the guy here. Okay. He's still planting corn. Oh, gotta get this guy back to the main farm. We got at least 2 more fields to fertilize. As you can see, we're driving across our grass field here. It's ready to go. I may save that for next time or do that off screen. I know y'all have seen the grass harvesters work before, and that is where a lot of our income's coming. I've been thinking, you know, it's been a while since we've done some forestry work. I was actually trying to hopefully save up and get some new forestry equipment next time we did some forestry work, but, you know, got lots of trees right here. Got lots of other fields, you know, we can expand to. I'm actually hoping, you know, we're going to start to get into a little bit of rhythm, and, you know, every episode, you know, either start buying a new field and expanding or something like that. I actually probably could. I could probably go back there and buy that field number 8. Think we should? Give us another field we can throw barley on real quick. I think I convinced myself of it. Jump out of the tractor here. Sprint across here. Eight. I think we can do 2. We got it. We can do 9. 9's the small. I think if I remember right, 9 is the smallest actual field on this map. Run over here. There we go. And we got 2 new fields. I actually need this guy right here. Beat him? Yeah, we should be able to beat him. always try to stay out of my hired hand's way. Did we finish? Nope. We glitched. Kind of expected it though. Run over here and harvest field 19, then we gotta go back and do, what is it, 8 and 9s for 2 new fields? Yep. Okay, looks like he's on his last pass. That'll be good. He's still working away. There he is. Go ahead and, while this guy's still working, we can go ahead and put in the path back to number 8. Thank you. And we'll save you for a minute. Yeah, we'll have to come back. I don't know, can we? Let's try. Yeah, we got it. It's close enough. Okay. Drive, stop at the last point. We should be just a little over halfway. Yeah, we're over halfway. We'll have to trim up the edges here. Can you? Fine, I'll drive myself. I'm thinking about redoing some of these paths, guys, just to, speed it up. I originally, if y'all remember way back in probably episode 2 or 3, when I started building these routes, probably actually 2, 3, 4, and 5, where I was building routes and adding routes. I used the Crystal tractor, one of our starting tractors, to build these routes, and its top end speed was 19 miles an hour. Now our newer equipment, the top end's 26, and I think the New Holland's top ends are 32s. So quite a little bit of a difference there. Are you back out of the way, or am I gonna? Yep, I'll need to nudge you. Wouldn't do that in real life. You'd actually break the lift mechanism off the front of it, sliding across the ground like that. Simple little small field right here. Guess we can collect eggs. I hadn't collected eggs in a little while. How we doing, chickens? Oop, there's our little rooster. Yes, and cockle-doodle-doo you. Any eggs in the bins? I know there's a few people that'll make game maps. They make their own versions. And one of the things that they do, and it kind of helps, is they come in here and they turn all the grass that can grow here in the chicken pen to the short grass, where it doesn't grow up. What it looks like after it's been mowed, or, it only leaves this little stubble stuff right here instead of this tall stuff. And they do that mainly because it's easier to find the eggs. Let's see here real quick. Chickens. There it says I'm still missing 2. I remember last time we did this, there was an egg I didn't find. Maybe if I get up on the fence rail. Be funny if it actually puts one of them up on the roof and I don't even know it. Okay, chicken. Where'd you put your egg? There's one. Oh, there they both are. Yep. So we got all 10 eggs. You finished doing, yep. 9's done. Run back over here, see if the seeder's moved a little bit out of the way. Yeah. I'll just start on the other side. I'll give him a chance to move over a lane or two. Looks like our timing's going to be pretty close on getting them all done. Except, you know, having to go back and fix those little spots for the cornfield. This episode's probably going to turn out to be a little bit of a long one, guys, but no, we'll have all of our fields, including our 2 brand new ones, fully seeded here. Everything fully fertilized. Gives us, you know, a good size harvest for next time. Excuse me. Oh, he's almost done. Actually, he thinks he's done. Last bit of fertilization strip. Sorry, last strip to fertilize. Okay. And 1, maybe 2 more for him. Okay. Now I'm going to just start fixing these edges here for the corn. Okay. Did you finish? Nope. Okay. Get this guy over on field 9. The last field done. Okay. This is 1/2 done. Just gotta do the other sides real quick. I don't know if you're seeing here, but if you watch very carefully, there's the long strip on the right and the little bitty one on the left, and I'm actually spacing this just right where I'm actually cleaning up both each time I go back and forth on this side. Yeah, make sure I line up in the center to do that. Couple more and we'll be done. Alrighty then, that finishes up this field. How's this guy doing? Almost there. Ooh, he missed a little bit. I haven't seen him miss in a while. He's actually missing quite a bit on this field. I know normally I use the New Holland to pull this seeder. It actually ain't that bad. It's not like how the corn's missing. I'm hoping one more pass. I'll actually help him out with this turn this time. Very simple to fix this. All I have to do is go across here, and every time the hired hand stops, just double tap the H. Come on, pull it. This is just a quick way of how to fix the ends, especially when it's this small, if you're wanting to be that picky and get it all, guys. So I'm showing it real quick. Normally I'm not too overly concerned about it. It's not that much. But there we go, guys. We have now seeded every last single one of our fields, including our 2 brand new ones. They're all fertilized. We've got barley and corn planted everywhere. That should definitely fix the fact that those 2 grain types we have in storage for our next great demand that who knows what it's going to be. We'll see when it pops up. Again, thanks for watching, guys. As always, my name is Blue Star. This is Farming Simulator Gold Edition. Sorry, Farming Simulator 15 Gold Edition. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. As always, please don't forget to hit the like, the share, the subscribe buttons, guys. It does help me grow my channel. Help me get the word out there. Help me find some new subscribers. Give me some ideas of what else is out there you'd like to see. Do you think we should be focused on potatoes and sugar beets next and more fields, or should we start looking at doing some more forestry work? Let me know what you think, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye for now.